from a hit series, unbelievable, probably one of the greatest series. It'll go down in history as one of the greatest series of all time, Breaking Bad. Stephen Michael Quezeda, who played DEA Agent Gomez. Want to give you a chance to win from the Hobeika Law Firm, Andrew and Joseph Hobeika. They give you a shot each and every day to win some money. And Rich in Utica is on the line now. Rich, good morning.
I'm right here. I'm ready to go.
All right. I'm glad. I was hoping you were going to be right there. I was getting nervous.
I'm in the
Where's
outside.
Rich?
I hope my brain didn't get froze up.
Okay, so you're outside. All right.
Yeah, I'm in the car, but
Okay.
pulled over.
All right, here we go. Be safe.
Okay.
All right, here is your question. You'll have 7 seconds to answer it. Stephen Michael Quezeda's Breaking Bad character, DEA Agent Gomez, did indeed have a first name on the series. What was Gomez's first name on the series? Ready, go.
Robert comes into my mind, but I haven't watched the show, so I don't really
watched
know.
it. All right, well, it's definitely not Robert.
Okay. Oh, I got it.
Yeah. We'll give you dinner over at Carmela's. The one would be, well, his name's Stephen. Let's just go with Stephen.
I think that's it.
Oh,
And that is
wow.
it.
It is it. I thought so, and then I'm like, no, that's his real name.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, Rich, we'll give you dinner, though, okay?
Thanks a lot. I love it. Thank you, Hobeika. It's great.
I want to move you along before you get too cold, so sit tight.
Yeah,
right?
okay. All right.
That's dinner from Carmela's. Did they did they say, well, your name's Steven, so we'll just make the character Steven?
That's exactly what happened.
That is. That's really
exactly
cool.
what
That's
he did.
easy. So they can say Steven.
I know. He uses actors that he likes. He always does these like bites, and so like all the character names, he actually knows people with those names. Those are actual people's names. A lot of these characters,
Or like
That is
Walter
really
White.
cool.
And
all these things that they've used. Even like on Saul, the shout out to me is the SMQ parking. Where Jonathan Banks works.
Right.
That's Stephen Michael Quesada. That's SMQ. There's no
so
other.
cool.
Yeah. And so, they sent me the shirt, and they said you can't wear it, until it airs. But
That is so cool.
so funny.
That is cool.
So it was a family, that Breaking Bad family. Yeah.
big time family.
Yeah. All right, Andrew, you have a.
One of the things that we heard about, I think Jeff was bringing this up, was the house.
I was
that
just going to ask that.
Was Walter White's house is in Albuquerque. You
Yeah.
probably know where it is, obviously.
Yep.
Is it kind of like a lot of people go there?
Oh, I heard it became a problem, didn't it?
It's a problem for the owners. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, I just don't understand why
They make the Mecca to the
city
house.
don't just buy it from these folks and
I know.
pay a lot of money for it and just
Turn it into
have some kid there selling pizza so people can fling a pizza on the roof if they
That's
right?
or throw stuff in the pool, or
take pictures.
Yeah,
and
right.
Flinging the pizza.
Right.
They would probably make a killing, but I don't know if the neighbors would like it. But you're not going to stop people from going there.
Right.
There's a RV that does tours. And so you fly.
That's
I mean,
funny.
it doubled the tourism in New Mexico.
Wow.
Doubled the tourism in New Mexico.
That
People
showed it.
flying from Germany and from India and all these places, and you go drive by that house and just stand there for an hour. And you'll shake your head. You'll go, it's a house. It looks like every other house on this block. It looks
there
exactly
they
like
are.
every house on the block. It was, one of those.
Yeah.
Right, it was a development.
A development.
So what did it become a problem? I thought I read this. It became a problem even during the taping of the episodes because once it started, the show got big. Now you had crowd problems.
Yeah, they had crowd problems.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, finally, I think the lady put up a fence. She's got cameras, but it's not stopping. Breaking Bad fans are just, they're crazy.
Yeah.
So
stubborn. That woman's stubborn. She's
It's
gotta-
stubborn. Yeah.
Take your
Gotta sell
fence
that.
down.
You talk about how everything's kind of tied in, the SMQ and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I would just assume, having never worked in the industry like that, that's his cousin's house or the house he grew up in, or there's some tie. How do you acquire that property? Do you just rent it from the real owner?
Oh,
while you're
filming?
shooting?
Yeah. That's location. You have a guy who does locations, and so you have all these choices of locations or where you're going to go, and your producer comes in and says, "Okay, well, how much do they want? How much do they want? Oh, really? Okay, that's a good price.
I just
That'll
always
work.
assume
that's
it's
a pool,
someone
perfect. We'll take that one, and they'll go to that.
Yeah.
And so they go to the owner and they rent it from her, and they go in, they redo it, and then when they leave, they put it back.
Yeah,
That's
I've
crazy,
heard how
too.
that's done. They put it back
Or
exactly.
leave it if you want it.
It reminds me of the time my son threw a big party at my house.
Yeah.
Took pictures beforehand to make sure everything was back where it should go.
Yeah, and then he messed up.
Yeah.
Except for
It was
the
a
can.
flaw.
One little old Milwaukee can.
That's right.
I don't drink old Milwaukee.
Darn
Where'd
it,
that
old
can
Milwaukee.
come from?
Milwaukee, buddy.
Yeah. So that is so very
Glad it
cool,
is.
though. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. And so for people that, so it had to be just such a big change for you, though. Number one, in your comedy career.
Yeah.
Because now it's the Breaking Bad guy.
Yeah, it
We're
is.
bringing him. We're
is,
bringing
yeah,
him, and
we're
that
bringing
had to be
him, yeah.
big for you.
Which is good, I mean, because I think people really get a chance to come see me as the comic.
Right.
And, it's funny. You'll read social media and people say, oh, Stephen Michael Quesada's coming. He's a comic? Oh, I would never buy that he's a comic. It's like,
Yeah.
and you want to answer saying, I've been a comic for 30 years, man. But
Yeah.
but you just leave it alone, And you think,
Yeah.
well, hopefully that'll draw them to come and check it out because comedy, me and you don't know that comedy's a live performance art.
Yeah.
It's not something, people think you see it on YouTube. And to me, it doesn't, stand-up comedy doesn't, it's like seeing a play on
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
Why?
Right.
Yeah, it's
Go to
kinda
the
like those
theater and go see a
specials.
play.
Right.
Right? You don't see a play on TV. And then TV started doing that, going, hey, we're going to do a play on TV.
Coming
Why?
up. It's coming up
Well, why
this
don't you
weekend.
just show
Yeah.
a movie on TV? That's
Right.
what TV, it's a different medium. And
Yeah.
so stand-up comedy doesn't, to me, play. So if I'm going to go see a comic, someone says, hey, you need to see this comic.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy his DVD.
Right.
I want to go. I want to be in
I wanna
the
be
audience.
surprised,
I want to
yeah.
be in with his vibe. I want to
Yeah.
see what kind of live performer.
And there
he
is a vibe, and
There is.
and I have to tell you that I just envy comedians so much because they're so unbelievable to be able to come in and you have an act that that you've memorized, but you also have to veer at times because you never know when that audience is gonna not get it.
Exactly.
You got to change.
Yeah,
and to watch them change from show to show, it's incredible.
Yep.
And I'm assuming, is that what, are you more?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think what we do is it's not even really memorized. It's sort of an outline of,
Yeah.
okay, I think I'm going to start here and try to end here. And then you get there and you're like, oh, yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Or you have the opener or the feature that goes up and, he's doing things and they're not connecting to what he's
Yeah.
doing. And so you think, well, I could do it better, but... or I could just make a decision now and do this other material,
yeah.
or try material that you've been wanting to do, and you think, oh, this is the perfect crowd,
Right, you
It's
find
like,
that perfect crowd, and it's like, this is going well, I'm going to try
'cause
this.
I have like 10 minutes on me and my wife going on this diet, but, it doesn't make sense to do it for a young crowd, right?
Right.
So if it's a young crowd, they don't care that you and your wife are on a diet.
Right.
But everybody else who's my age going, oh, that's hilarious,
Yeah,
man. That's
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
And so...
It's all about relating. Yeah.
So, yeah, you got to be able to...
Do you come in, and so the opener's up there, and the middle act, and you're standing in the background, you're
I do.
watching, because you get a feel for what the audience...
I do. I mean, that's why they're there, really.
Right.
I mean, if you don't
Yeah.
take advantage of that, I don't see you being a smart comic.
Right.
Because you want to get a sense of where they're going, what they want to hear. Because I've been doing it so long, I have so much different type of material.
Right.
And if you have to tap into that type of material to be successful, then you got to go there. And if not, and if the stuff that you're working on seems to be working for this guy, then you just stick with your stuff and say, okay, and that'll grow because that's what you're working on, growing what you're working on.
There's a new series on Amazon Video.
Prime?
Amazon Prime Video, which is now apparently an app you can do to stream stuff, which we just got on our Apple TV.
Yeah.
And it's about this New York City woman, Jewish family, very Jewish, and she meets up with Lenny Bruce, and she's a housewife. Her husband cheats on her. She ends up starting to do comedy. It's 8 episodes. The first season.
I saw that.
The fabulous Mrs. Mosul or something like that.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, watch it.
I have to watch it.
What is interesting is the husband wanted to be the comedian, and he just isn't funny. She's doing all the writing. She's the funny one.
Yeah.
Comes out, she's killing audiences. But one night, she bombs and bombs badly. What was you had to have bombed at some point? How bad was that, and what was that like?
I'll tell you, the first time I did comedy, because I was a playwright, and I'd write a bunch of comedy plays because I had to figure out how to write for myself because there wasn't a whole lot of, let's face it, they're not going to be casting me in any Shakespeare. What I had studied for 3 years at a university,
Wow.
And people would say, "Wow, what a brilliant audition! You're a Mexican," and I go, yeah, that's what hair and makeup is for, though. To hide the fact that I'm a Mexican. And they're like, are you willing to change your name? I go, no, my dad paid for college, so that's not going to happen.
Not going to do it.
I'm not changing his name.
Yeah.
And so I thought, which was my journey. It was okay. I was okay with my journey. So I decided I'd start writing plays. But comedies were easier for me to write for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so I would write these comedies, and this comedy producer would come and see the plays and go, "You're so funny that you should do stand-up comedy." I told him, "Do I look like an idiot to you?
Yeah.
I mean, do I look like I'm psychotic? Because there's no way I would die doing that.
Yeah.
That's too scary."
Mm-hmm.
And so eventually, the car don't start. You're starving.
Yeah, that does.
And
that sways you a little bit.
Wow, what did that guy say again? He'd pay me how much to do what? And so I called him back, and he goes, "Look, I'll give you 3 months, and then we'll book a gig. In 3 months, you come in, and you do it, and you'll be fine. And pay you $400 a night. $400 a night as an actor was just amazing."
Mm-hmm.
A community theater actor is what I was,
Right.
$400 a night. I was already spending the money,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
I already had new stuff. And so I, and my brother, my oldest brother, who was this genius, was a genius. And he was supposed to be the politician, but he was born with a hole in his heart. He passed early, but
Sorry
he
to
was
hear that.
so funny, right? And I thought, I'm just going to call Rick. Rick will help me.
Yeah.
Right, and he'll know what jokes are and how to do jokes, right? So he did. We worked on material, and we put together about 7 minutes. And I was like, okay, I was good. I was nervous, but I was good. And I go, I think I could do it because I was an actor. So I'm just going to act like this comedian that we created, and that's what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so me and a friend of mine who was a comedy, my friend who was a play producer, theater producer. And he was trying to talk me out of it, going, "You're not a comic. I don't know why you're doing that." He was no support whatsoever. Worst support you could take to your first
But that's
gig
the best support
ever.
sometimes.
Yeah, someone who's trying to be realistic.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm like, so we get there to the place, and I drive up, and my name is on the marquee.
That's big.
And I thought, why is my name on the marquee? Because I'd called another friend who owned the comedy club in Albuquerque, and he says, you're an opener. It's your first gig.
Because you got 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
He goes, you probably only have to do 3 of it, but prepare 7.
Yeah.
So I prepared 7, and I get there, and my name's on the marquee, and we walk in, and the comedy producer there's like, "Hey, I'm glad you made it here. Can we get you something to eat? And you get a couple free drinks." I'm like, "Great." So I get a drink. He goes, "How do you feel?" "I feel good." He goes, "Well, let me introduce you to the other guys." Like, "Okay, great." He goes, "Well, this is the opener, right? And then this guy's the feature." And I go, "Well, wait a minute. I'm the opener."
Yeah.
He goes, "No, your name's on the marquee. You're the headliner."
Wow.
And I go,
So they're going to want 40 minutes.
"Yeah."
At
He
least.
goes, "You got to do 45 to an hour."
Yeah. Well,
You just do your same 7 minutes over and over again.
how'd that go?
I killed it.
You did?
I killed it.
Wow.
And this is what happened. I went into the bathroom and threw up. And, then and this is where I learned to watch the guys in front of me. And so the feature, who was pretty good, right? He wasn't great, but he was pretty good.
Yeah.
But he was talking about his mom and his brother. And I come from a large family. I'm the youngest of a very large family. And I go, well, dude, I could do that.
Yeah.
Right? And that's exactly what I did. And I talked about my grandmother and the candy and fighting with my brothers and being, next to my sister in age, and that the hand-me-downs were skirts, and but I could run in a skirt and fight in a skirt, and so I was just kind of making all this up and kind of doing it, and the next thing you know, I did an hour and 5 minutes.
Wow.
And they're like giving me the light, like, get off. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wild.
Well, I guess I'm done.
That shows that you were natural. This is for you.
Yeah, I guess. But then the next weekend, he goes, you're booked in Flagstaff, Arizona for the weekend. You know, just get yourself there.
Yeah.
That's a little bit better pay. It's $500 a night. I'm
Okay.
like, ooh, and a room. And
Yeah.
you're on your way.
Yeah.
Oh, I was not on my way. Yeah, I was on my way. All right.
So that was rough.
I show up to Flagstaff, and they didn't care about my brother. They didn't care about my grandmother. They didn't care about nothing. You know, same friend. Now he's ducked in the booth, hiding, saying, I told you you shouldn't be a comedian, you know. And I bombed. And I sweated up there for 40 minutes, sweating. Just could not get these people.
2 minutes will feel like an hour
when
you're bombing.
So 45 minutes was just
45 minutes would
eternity.
be awful.
And and then so we went to the room, and he goes, see, what did I tell you? And you're not supposed to be a comedian. And I go, you know what? That is never, ever going to happen to me again. And he goes, oh, you're going to quit doing this? And I go, no, I don't quit anything.
Right.
I'm just telling you that is never going to happen to me again. And I thought comedy was easier than it was. And I need to learn this trade because this is a trade. This takes a skill. This is a special skill.
It is.
And I think I could do it. I just need to figure it out.
Yeah.
And what I did, because you had to do 2 shows. I had 2 nights there, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't 4 shows because now it's 4 shows on a weekend.
Right.
But it was only 2 there.
Yeah.
And so what I did is I got up in the morning and I got the newspaper in Flagstaff and went through the newspaper and started looking at stuff and lining stuff. And what I did was this next night I went up and I related to the audience first. I didn't go up and try to force myself on them. What I did is I pulled them to me and started talking about their mayor, and I started talking about all the stuff that was in the newspaper, and they were laughing.
So you won them over, and then they became interested in you.
And then I could
your
talk about
stories.
my grandmother and my brother. And
That's
I went,
awesome.
And so then I just kept going, and I never looked back.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I never even looked back at acting until 2005.
Wow. Well, I got to tell you, if you're listening now and you ever want to be a comedian, you just really sat through
a master
Comedy
class.
101 and a real cool class on comedy. So that's awesome.
Cool.
Listen, tonight, 5 till 7 o'clock will be, and we're doing this for a reason. It's to raise money and toys for kids that can't afford it. And the Operation Sunshine coming in today, about $10,000 shy of their goal. And we'll be at the Yanandasa. It's open to the public. There's no charge to get in, but we want you to bring toys and cash. We'll have a credit card, chance for you to swipe a credit card as well. And just help people that have a real tough time during this type of season, the holiday season.